Hi everyone, welcome to the Big Lady of the Small House channel, and in today's video I'm gonna show you the results of rooting bulbs on the water. And yesterday me and my driving instructor, we had another couple of hours of driving lessons. So we went to the garden store and bought some bulbs. I've already done some in Russian language video, and now it's time to make one in English. This is to show why you shouldn't root the bulbs above the water, because of course obviously it will give you nice and healthy roots, but it doesn't really matter if you have really good roots if you have the rotten basal plate. Well, first of all, this bulb was about up to this level in water. They had, you know, this starter trays with slots in it, and they had lots of bulbs inside. And okay, we've got the bulblet here, and I will easily remove it because I will root it in a pot separately. Obviously it says well, but it's time to go, baby. Okay, I'll remove it when I remove this extra. Stagonosporosis, those wet spots. And you see it's water everywhere. It's got nice and healthy roots, but if you scrub the basal plate, you'll see that the root goes inside, deep inside the bulb, and we need to remove that, the basal plate in this case, just to make sure that. Okay, now we can remove you, baby. I'm sorry, camera. So I've got one bulblet, and I have the bulb that will easily root, because I will root them on the potassium permanganate. That's the perfect for the sick bulbs. I think I'll remove that one too, that layer, just because it was wet, and I don't like, and the water is still underneath. So, and the good point is that I will try to plant the basal plate, trying to get the bulblets from it, just because it has nice roots. It still has a potential of getting a couple of extra bulbs from it, but feeding the mature bulb is not enough, is not sufficient for these roots, because obviously if you have the root in the basal plate, you can hardly feed the bulb. The bulb will fight the infection and might use all the, look, this is all the root, especially here, and I don't want it to go to the inside of the bulb. I will check the throat, call it the throat, the neck of the bulb, just to make sure that there is no hidden surprises like rotten leaf going deep inside. Because if that happens, I have to cut the bulb even more. You know, sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind with the bulb. You know, for the first my couple of bulbs, I was like with shaking hands as I'm cutting the living creature. But then I realized this is the operation. You have to make it to save the plant. And like this. So this part is okay, and I'll remove the basal plate. Just keep it on the table. Never cut it in air, because your knife might slide. Okay, I'll get the, as we call the hoof, just like the horse hoof. It's about 1.5 centimeter or half an inch. I will cut it. So as you can see, This is the root that goes deep inside, just follows the root channel, and that's why I need to remove the hoof, the basal plate, so that it stays on the plate itself, on the removed plate, not on the bulb. And this is how it looks like, as you can see. Just I'm trying to save the basal plate for the bulblets. I might remove this rod as well, and I'll keep it. And just to show the example, this is the other basal plates that I've removed. As you can see, the rod goes deep inside the root channel, and that's how the basal plate gets damaged. Of course, I will plant these too. So I love to experiment, and I wonder if I can get some bulblets. Obviously I might get some, and they got some infection, so these bulbs will go to quarantine for about half a year, and I'll treat it with fungicides, with insecticides and acaricides, because I don't want them to infect my collection. So at least half a year with the treatment, and then another year probably either outside in a secured area or inside the house, and probably next winter it will be introduced back into the greenhouse. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for more videos, because the next video will be the rooting all these bulbs that I've just cleaned on the potassium permanganate. That's the best way to root the bulb, but usually I don't use it because it's the last step. It's like antibiotics for the human beings, and if the bulb can root itself, I don't use it. But for these bulbs, just because they have, like this one, still got some signs of infection inside, I will use the permanganate just to what's the word, to sterilize, to disinfect and feed the bulb, because the potassium has a high potential for roots, and I use them for rooting bulbs, and I use them for watering the bulbs that have problems with rooting in the soil. So stay tuned for more videos. Bye.